Hey guys, we've just received a mystery box from Yeelight in partnership with Google. I kinda suspect what's inside, but let's go through it together. This is essentially a starter kit for somebody who's getting into smart home products, but with the ability to control things by voice or using touchscreen. In the box we find looks like a lovely guide of what is inside, some stickers, a hat that my editor I'm sure will love that I'm wearing. That's probably going to happen. And also we have Google Nest Hub version 2 and the star of the show, Yeelight Lightstrip Pro, as well as what looks like a t-shirt. I wonder if they got my size. It's a large, so I think they got it. And some white stuff. By the way, this is a second generation of Google Nest Hub, which has a few nice upgrades, including the extra microphone to hear your instructions better. Other features include additional sleep tracking, gesture control, as well as more bass than the original Hub. As for the Yeelight Lightstrip Pro, it is a fully addressable RGB LED strip, which allows you to change lighting effects gradually rather than just swap color across on the whole strip. It actually can be integrated with Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, as well as Apple HomeKit. For gamers out there, it also has Razer Chroma GameSync, and if you don't want to have any smart integration, then you can just control it directly through the app that comes with it. Let's have a look how easily you can set it up. By the way, this strip can be extended up to 10 meters, and if you want, you can cut it down to the required length. Let's start with the hub. I love how tiny these things are. It actually looks exactly the same as the original that we have in the kitchen. Right, let's get the light strip out. You can buy accessories in 1 meter lengths. Alright, let's have a look. So, yeah, that's about 2 meters. Right, in here we've got a little controller, the power supply. So it comes with multiple different plug types. So we've got the European plug and British/Singaporean plug. There you go. And the main controller. So I assume this is kind of video proof. Right, that goes to the RGB, and that goes to the power supply. It has adhesive on the back, and what you do is just connect it up through this little adapter. Careful not to bend the pins. Put it in and then click it closed. That's pretty straightforward. So now we just turn it on and we got light. Come in online. Hey. Right, I actually got my phone close by. So let's get onto the Google app.
Hi, to get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
It has it has such bad angles, I think, that you can't actually see. It's almost like a privacy screen, but like not deliberately. Interesting. Right, Google Home. So after a little bit of setting up, this is now ready. We have the time. Now we need to set up the app for the Yeelight. Yeelight Chameleon Gorgeous Light Strip. We're gonna keep that name. Definitely keeping that name, that's hilarious. So we can have different settings now. So there's a bunch of presets here. So there's a night mode, birthday party mode, movie mode. It's very bright. For movie I would have thought it'd be a lot darker. Dating night, and then that's actually just 50% brightness. You can go all the way to 100. That's pretty bright. Then we have like the white and yellow, and then just change all the colors, whatever you like. And then you can do flow, so you can actually just change light from one to the other, and you can change the speed, how fast they change, and also brightness. It's kind of cool. Right, now we have this in here, so if we just set it up, actually it's a firmware update. Make sure to do a firmware update. It's actually really important on IoT devices because there's a lot of security vulnerabilities that keep coming up, and this is connected to the internet, so therefore something in your home is connected to the internet is best to be updated. You don't want that to be the culprit of somebody breaking into your file system or your other devices. I really recommend getting a router which has a way to separate your network on the wireless side. For example, you want to set up a guest network which doesn't have internet access, where that would mean that this particular light has no access to my phone or any other devices like my laptop or my PC. Therefore, it just adds an extra level of security for you by just separating devices completely. All you'll have access to is the internet. So, the other thing is, based on this little magical piece of paper, it says to go and add Yeelight Lightstrip integration via the Google Home. Let's do that. So go back to Google Home, and we can see connect Yeelight App is really showing up. Okay, turn on Lightstrip.
Alright, turning the
works.
Lightstrip on.
And through the app we can actually control the lights, colors, change it to whatever you like. Okay, set Lightstrip to orange.
Got it.
Nice.
Changing the Lightstrip to orange.
Okay, set Lightstrip to sunset.
Okay, changing the Lightstrip to sunset.
That's probably enough of playing around with this. Ultimately, the setup of this was really simple. If you start from scratch, you need to register an account with Google Home, which you probably already have, considering you probably have Google Mail and whatever else. Then you set up your Google Home device. You just need to add it to your network. It probably does a quick update and then you're ready to go. After that, you just need to download the Yeelight app and register for the account. Add the light in basically the same way, and then go back to Google Home and link the two together. After which, you can control it from Google Home, no problem. I recommend changing a name to something that you'll be more familiar with, because the original name that it comes with, it's kind of long and doesn't really mean anything to you. So if you're using this in your background in your studio or at the back of your office, label it as light of the back of the office or the Lightstrip at the back of the office or something like that you can easily say. I actually recommend shortening it down to a single word, because when you're calling out a command to, hey, turn off Lightstrip, it's an extra word.
Okay, turning off the Lightstrip.
Another thing to note is with Google, you can actually set up multiple commands one after the other, and it most of the time works. Hey, turn on Lightstrip and set color to orange.
Alright,
There we go.
changing the Lightstrip to orange.
Hey, change it back to blue.
Alright,
Okay. Next thing I want to cover is where would you use one of these lights? Now, actually, possibilities are endless. It could be behind your sofa, behind the TV, or behind your streaming / work studio. In this case, actually, I'm going to quickly set this up behind me, and we can see how it looks like. Okay. Turn on the Lightstrip.
got it.
There we
Turn
go.
on the Lightstrip.
And we just now have a bit of ambiance. So, as I said earlier, there's really no limit where you want to place it, other than it does need a mains connection. So you just need to connect it to some power and just stick it anywhere you want. I like that you can create smooth patterns as it is addressable, therefore you can actually address every single little LED on it individually. You can also cut it down to size, which makes it pretty convenient if you have a really particular DIY project on the go. It's not the cheapest, but then none of these things are. And that's one thing to consider. Smart home stuff is not cheap, especially if you're planning to get into some home automation and kit out the whole of your house. But at the same time, having an LED strip just like this around your TV, under your sofa, or at the back of your streaming setup is pretty cool. Especially if you can automate it so it turns on whenever you get into the room or start playing a game. Let me know in the comments below, where would you install this strip? Also, if you want to check out any of the items covered in the video, the links are in the description below. And I understand from Yeelight there will actually be a discount code. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up and subscribe for more. We'll see you guys in the next one.